Hey guys, it's me, the MC360 Junior, coming at you with another video inside of our FIFA 18 series in career mode with Derby County, which we try to make it to 2032 season by season. And this is episode 2 in this series, and of course that means we are reviewing season 2 of this career mode. Now, another thing I might want to mention is that the reason I haven't been uploading is because I've been sick for like 2 weeks, and my voice is messed up, so I'm trying my best. Anyways, as you can see, of course, it is the last day, and I have an 82 manager rating, as you can see at the top. Now, we're going to go and start by showing the team. Now, this is the team that we have this season. Now, of course, you have Lautaro Martinez, still here from last season, currently at an 83 overall, and Bruno Jades, who was also here last season. Actually, most of these guys are from last season, and he is currently playing as the cam in the team. We have Tom Lawrence on the left, and Reece Nelson on the right side, as well as Locatelli and Javier Mascherano as our two CDMs, and of course these two are new to the club as well. Of course, Mascherano being a pre-contract, and us acquiring Locatelli at the beginning of the season. Another player we got at the beginning of the season was Hermoso from Espanyol. He has a pretty good potential, and he can play center back or left back, and that's why he's being chucked at the left back position. Then we have Rob Holding and Philippe Sandler. Rob Holding's loan does expire at the beginning of next season, which is, I guess, tomorrow in game. So, I will try to acquire him, although we have made a new center back pre-signing, as you will see. And then, of course, we still have Achraf Hakimi as our right back, and Dragkowski as our goalkeeper. On the bench, we have Eric Gordson, Domingos Quina, Matej Vidra, and Aiden Alexander, of course, again, all from last season, and our two standout youth players. And the other three youth players in the team are Alvarez, our horrible scout future star, who only has a potential of up to 81. This guy, both of these two. In reserves, we have Maxime Crepeau, the Canadian international, Eddie Nketiah, whose loan also expires on the beginning of the next transfer window, Eslenik, Vermin, 4 faceless guys, Guy, Nzala, Jerome, Bennett, and McDonald. And most of these guys we're trying to get rid of at the moment. Moving into the which one should we go to? We'll go to Squad Hub next. Moving into the Squad Hub and going straight to stats. Here are the stats for some of these players, and of course I have bad eyesight, so I'm not really going to point out anything. Of course, some of these guys being youth players who haven't played a single game yet, and I think the team is progressing very well, and looking at some of their averages, you wouldn't expect we did the best this season. Well, you haven't actually looked at the table yet. You'll see that in a second. And some of these players I don't agree with, like Javier Mascherano and I think Tom Lawrence, both say that they're on bad form, even though they actually are on pretty good form. The reason it's saying bad form is because the last, 2 months of this save, we've had, 6 games in, 2 weeks. We're getting games, left, right, and center, and next season we have European competition. You'll also see about that in a second. So, next season is going to be even more crowded, as well as hopefully we'll make it further in the FA and Carabao Cups. And another thing is this is not realistic at all, and you'll see when we go through the transfer windows and some of our pre-signings. And, of course, Angel Gomez right here out on loan to Middlesbrough. And actually, this season, Middlesbrough, absolutely raided us and took, we sold, 5 players to them this season, as well as loaned Angel Gomez out to them. And they still got relegated, which is sort of sad. But they're the least of our problems. Now, Of course, Addy also on loan. We have Babos here. Zenzala. Most of these guys have really gotten no game time at all because our backup striker is probably Cameron Jerome. And as you can see here, Lautaro Martinez, standout player in the team. Not starting next season, but standout player. Going into the transfer hub. The players we have listed in here are Ezekiel Barco, Mateus de Ligt, we have Mamana, that's how you say his name, right? Thibaut Courtois, because he is a pre-contract potential player. Kylian Mbappe, also to contract. De Gea, I tried. You'll see a visual glitch in a second. We have acquired Godin, Koke, and Anthony Martial for next season. 3 big pickups, and Jades will keep playing in the cam role. We'll throw Anthony at left mid, Godin at right mid, and Godin as one of the center backs. I was going to bring in Thibaut and De Gea just so that I could sell both of them to make money, but I don't think that's going to happen. And one thing, a visual glitch here, is that it does say 1.16 million for wages. However, I think it's a visual glitch from the one above, because if you go and try to sign players, it goes back down to its actual value, which I think is less than 100k. And looking at the youth academy, we have some of these guys, pretty good potentials. Of course, 2 of them 15, and these 2 I don't really want to bring out yet until they have higher overalls. And coming into, we'll go into the tables I'm currently a part of. Now, first table is last time I was the China manager. This time I am now the Poland manager. And that's that. Now going into here, the South America Cup. I'm not part of that at all. I don't know. And I don't know why the United States is part of that. As you can see here, big season. We actually won the Premier League on our first season back. And you might think, wow, very realistic. Well, first of all, I played maybe 1/4 of all the games, so not much. And they weren't even against the biggest teams. I simmed 3/4 of this save, and the one problem with simming and actually even playing is that because we are a team who just came up from the championship, every team thinks we're horrible and plays their youth players against us, which of course we sweep past because of our amazing attack. So that's why we did so well. For a long stretch of the season, Leicester were top, and I was thinking, man, are Leicester gonna win the league again? But nope, apparently Derby County won this season. And Burnley, Borough, and Sheffield Wednesday going down. Some standout teams. Arsenal finished 10th. Liverpool and Manchester City in 9th and 8th. Chelsea in 6th. Spurs in 4th. And Man United in 2nd. And if you see our horrible goal difference, we have way more losses than Manchester United. However, they drew double the amount of ours. So that's why we ended up winning 4 points over them. Going to the next table, in the Emirates FA Cup, it was won by Manchester United on penalties against Burnley. And then Carabao Cup is Chelsea winning 3-1. Of course, we won the European International Cup. The Copa Europe was won by Manchester City over AC Milan. Real Madrid won the Champions League. Manchester United won the Europa League, and that brings us back to the European. Yeah, I think that's the Euro 20. Is it Euro 2020? Yeah, I think it's Euro 2020. It's the next one, and finally going into other leagues. Currently, now one thing I want to say before we start this is that there is a chance that I'm going to say that some of these leagues are over when they really aren't, because of course different timings in leagues start sometimes. So I'm going to just take it as all of these leagues are over, even though I bet like most of these leagues are not going to be over. For example, I'm not sure if this is over or not. I'm going to say it's over even though it most likely isn't. Anyways, Boca Juniors are winning the Argentinian League. Sydney FC on top of the Australian League. Red Bull Salzburg on top of the Austrian League. Standard Liège on top of Belgium. Grêmio winning in Brazil. CD Viz whatever, and the other one is Universidad de Chile. I think these ones are like, one's the cup and one's the actual league, but Atlético Nacional in first here, and that team in first over here. FC Copenhagen winning in Denmark. Of course, Derby County win here. The teams going up in the championship are Brighton, Bournemouth, and then either Wolves, Norwich, Aston Villa, or Leeds. And Bradford, Wigan, and Blackburn going down. And I didn't see the other two, but it doesn't matter. Paris win the league 1 point over AS Monaco. Dijon, ASNL, and I'm not sure if they do the same thing as the Bundesliga, but if not, I'm just going to say FC Metz also going down. And Amiens, Angers, and Lorient going up. Bayern win the league over here. Union Berlin, Düsseldorf, and Hanover will play in the relegation match. And Stuttgart, Augsburg, and Freiburg will play in the relegation matchup. In the Italian league, Juve beat Roma only on goal difference. Palermo and Empoli going down. And then Benevento, Udinese, and Pescara going up. In the whatever that says cup, Gamba Osaka currently winning. If you're talking about the actual league, it's Kawasaki up top. In the Korean league, you have this Hyundai team. In Mexico, you have Cruz Azul. In this one, and the other one, you have Tigres. Ajax won in the Netherlands. Rosenborg in Norway. Legia Warsaw in Poland. Sporting beats FC Porto on goal difference in the Portuguese league. Cork City win the Irish league. CSKA Moscow win the Russian league. Al Hilal win the Saudi Arabian league. Celtic win the Scottish league. Real Madrid beat Atleti on goal difference to win the La Liga. Almeria, Vallecano, and Getafe going down. On the other side, Leganés, Las Palmas, and Osasuna going up. Malmo win the Swedish league. Basel win the Swiss league. Fenerbahce win the Turkish league. And LA Galaxy currently on top for the MLS. And that is it. And with the end of that marks the end of this episode, as well as the end of Season 2. Anyways, make sure to like this video, and probably in a week or two, maybe 3, will be the next episode of this series with Season 3. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to slap that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!